Hello, hello, hello.
Hello. So here we are with committed parenting, and we have a question to ask you today that we are taking on. And the question is, where inside of this pandemic or self-isolating are you inside of your family experiencing a loss? Experiencing like having to give up something or not having it the way that you want.
Mhm.
And like where is that showing up for you in your family life and inside of parenting?
I really like that, Szara. Where is it not showing up the way you want it to be in the world of your parenting, right? Like, yeah.
And today, like, I'm really grappling with this today. Like, today is actually my youngest two's birthday, April 20th. Both of them, they're not twins. They're born 2 years apart, but on the same day, April 20th. I have a 10-year-old today and a 12-year-old today.
Oh,
And
happy day. Hold
yes,
on.
happy birthday. And it's like, oh, I have to say, like, I was up until now, like, everything that was like important to me, I could like hack a way around it. Like I could find
Mm.
a way that satisfaction or the conditions of satisfaction of the family environment, or what I was looking for, could be simulated or could be replicated or could be transferred in a certain way to like a Zoom dinner party with friends or different things like that I've been implementing. But today it's like, here it is, it's a 10-year-old and a 12-year-old's birthday. And I've had so many conversations of like, well, what would you create? What could give, each of you like a satisfying birthday extravaganza? And one thing
Mm.
for me, just so you know, too, like celebration is like such a key, distinct, important thing in my life. Like
Mm.
I just love to find reasons to celebrate and like kind of just it really matters here in my family.
Mhm.
Celebrations have been a really key thing inside of our family
Mhm.
over the years. So it's a really big deal for us. And especially on their birthday, because it's like the double birthday. It's like usually how it would go would be like there would be, 20-ish kids here at our house running bedlam through the pool or hot tub or around to the park and doing water guns and have extravagant, cool birthday cakes. And like it would just be like, oh, just so much fun and so much noise and so much like, mess and
Aliveness, Szara.
aliveness.
Aliveness.
Yes, so much aliveness. And today is not that. Today it's like there's certain things that we still put in place. Like, yep, there's balloons around the house, and yep, there's some stuffed animals around, and yep, they have like a little treat or a little present. And I have to say, like for me and for them, it's like flat. And it's like,
Mm.
oh, I don't know
Mm.
how to replicate that experience here. Like I'm actually
Mm.
like experiencing this loss of like, and almost too because I look at it as like my job, because I created it as my job. Like I love giving that to my kids.
Mhm.
Like I love giving them their birthday experience. It's like that's my gift to them is
Mm.
their birthday experience. And this year I can't deliver my gift to them. Is actually
Yeah.
what's right there for me. Like this year,
Yeah.
like I have a loss where I am. It's like I'm inadequate. I
Mm.
haven't been able to fulfill on, a part of myself or my love to them or my expression of it because I can't gift them 20 kids here to have a friggin' crazy fun party because we can't do groups of people
Mhm.
together.
Mhm.
And so it's like I don't even know what to do with myself around here. I'm just like, oh, well, they're fine. They don't want anything. Okay,
Mm.
I guess I'll just go sit by myself over here.
But it's really interesting, right? Because their birthday actually fulfills on something for you too.
Mm, yeah, yeah. Like I see, like it's like what I'm seeing now, and I didn't see it before. Is like it's this time of year is like a really like I get to create who they are for
Mm.
me. Like I
Mm.
get to like all the things I know about them or I know they love, like I get to like create an event or an
Mhm.
opportunity for them to have the things that they love or see it
Mhm.
or have an experience.
Mm.
And that's really important to me.
It really is. It's part of your. I think it's part of how you spoke to it, but it's kind of your job, like not like a put on job, a job
It's
you've
like how
taken on for yourself.
yeah, and it's like remember when we talked about like the like love languages? Like it's like the
Yes.
way I express my love.
Yeah.
Like the way for me, my love for me gets expressed over to my kids is like providing these moments.
I
You
so get that.
and
So
and
can
I
I
love
just?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Can I? So I just like it really is like I hear the question is for all of us. Like, so what are those things that are like our jobs? How did you just say, what is it like an expression of our love language that
Yeah,
we're
like how
not
do you
getting to
express
do
our love?
right now?
Yeah. Like what are all the ways to express our love right now that we're not getting a chance to do? So it
I
might
love
feel
that.
cut off or
Yeah.
constricted or restrained or sad or at a loss. Because it's like there's something thwarted. There's something that
Mm-hmm.
doesn't get to happen. That love for me doesn't get to land or be expressed the way I want it to be.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know, the thing that I'm missing the most, sorry, excuse me, and that's for me, not to diminish the children's birthdays, right? But like what's really there for me, I love like every now and again having a big open house and people coming and bringing like food, potluck food, and people just filling my house, and that like it comes and it goes. There's waves and they're not waves, but that thing of having people in my house fulfill something where I am, and not just for me. Like it sounds selfish, like oh it's about me, but it's not, because I know like my kids say the same thing. The one said to me what I really missed a little while ago before this all started. He said what he really missed was having people just be in their house. And then if he wanted to engage, he could, or if he didn't want, he didn't have to. The opportunity of just having people around, like to like engage and bump up against and have this experience filled. I miss that like freaking crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. And especially like your house is that place too. Like your Helen's house is the place to be, to drop in. And there's always groups of different people coming by. And it's like you create a family. Like you really
Mm,
create something for many people. And it's a loss for many. And I'm sure a lot of people are missing that as well.
yeah,
Yeah. But it's
but
interesting. Like I haven't, it's funny because what I'm even hearing, it's like there's been certain things up until now, up until today, that like
mhm,
I've been missing, but like, hey, I
yes,
can do something about it. So like I can
exactly.
have power. So I can do something about it. I can create something. And then
Yeah.
today it just like hit me like a 2x4 in the
Mm,
face. It's like this thing that like I'm missing that I can't actually do anything about.
yeah. And in fact,
And
you used a really interesting word. You've been able to replicate things, and this replicating is not gonna win the day here. You can hear it.
no, it's not. And it's like there's like I've been trying. Oh my gosh. Like yesterday,
See?
the
Yeah.
conversations with them is just like, well, what if we did like, oh, on Minecraft, we created like this whole birthday party there and all of your friends are there. And they're like, yeah, no. And then like, what if we do this? And like just how about everybody we have a signature drink and like, all of your friends have Shirley Temples and you go onto a call and you all are cheersing with Shirley Temples. And they're like, yeah, no. But where I first go to, it's interesting. I'm actually noticing this. Where I first go to is
Mm-hmm,
like, how can I replicate it? Because like
mm-hmm,
that's what I know to do. Because it's like if I'm looking for an experience, how can I have that and like modify so the conditions of satisfaction are still met?
yeah.
And and then it's like I notice for myself, I can't be with. Well, I can, but like I have
What you're,
a reaction.
yeah. What you're pushing away. Yeah.
Yeah. With like when I can't replicate it. Well, then
Mm,
what? Like, how do I just be with
mm,
what so? How do I just
mm,
be with what is? Like
mm.
today, like really the what so today is here we go. It's Anon and Reed's birthday.
Mm,
They're turning 10 and 12. And
mm,
usually we have big, elaborate, fun, festive, alive parties.
mm, mm,
And we don't today.
mm,
Yeah. And that's really an expression of my love. And today I don't get to express my love in that way.
mm, mm.
And there's not there's nothing I can there's nothing to do, I guess, even about it is even what I'm hearing. Like even just like saying it and just saying like, hey, and that's a loss for me.
Mm,
And I guess it's a like what I hear too is like I don't allow myself to have losses.
mm.
Like
That
that's
is also for you. It's not just for them. Like our
yeah,
attention's over there on them, but it's actually where you are.
it's actually where I am. Like for me, like if I actually look truthfully, like for them, they're in their rooms happy. They're on some computer thing. They've got their specialty little drink with them. They feel all pampered up. They've got balloons all over the house. They have calls with friends set up. They have a cake coming. Like to them, they're actually satisfied and fulfilled.
Mm,
But where I am, there's that
mm,
loss.
mm,
And yeah, and there's a loss. And I could maybe even just be with, yeah, there's a loss. And through
mm,
this, what I also hear is like, lots of people are experiencing some losses right now.
Yeah.
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 And, and I feel like a little bit of a spoiled little brat in a way that, like, this is not like what, like, I'm pretty privileged, I guess, is like, I don't want to not be grateful for the life I have, that my loss is around not having a big birthday party.
But you see, I think that's the danger, right?
Yeah.
We
You
even say
diminish
that.
it or dismiss it
Yeah.
or compare it.
Yeah. And it's not like we're not all dealing with stuff, right? It's not.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then the minute we diminish our loss or what we're missing out on or whatever, I don't know, part of our self expression gets to be squashed right in that moment.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's my experience right now. It's like, oh, a piece of me can't live is how it
It
feels.
really is, because that was my experience of you. I actually asked you today, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and the first things you ask is like, is everything okay? Because like there's a flatness where I am or a
Mm-hmm.
lowness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mhm. And like what I hear is like, imagine that's just okay too.
It is though, right? It's okay to be, like I really do hear it's okay to be sad about, I'm saying the word sad, I'm not wanting to put that on you, but it's okay to actually feel what we're feeling, you know?
Yeah.
And even if it is something as joyous as your kid's birthday, but we don't always allow ourselves that. We're always like, oh, I should be somehow puffing something through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we quickly go to compare.
Oh,
Like
yeah, well,
quickly.
you should be, you're so lucky. It's
Like this
only
is so
this.
much better. Like seriously. And I have
Yeah,
kids. My kids are healthy and they're well, and I should
exactly.
be grateful. And
Yeah,
like, and of course I am. And yeah, there's a loss today.
there really is.
And nobody even hearing that. Like if I right there, the next thing that comes to me, as soon as I even just acknowledge that there's this loss where I am for myself, and it's
Yes.
not about my kids, because at first I was really making it about my kids, about
Mm,
their loss, when really, if when I like I've just discovered here, it's like it's not their loss, they're fine.
yeah,
This is my loss.
yeah,
And it's like, what can I do for myself today? And not like as a way to make it better, but how can I like wrap my arms around myself a little bit? Or
yes,
like, you know, like yeah, like how can I just give that extra bit of love to myself today in this
yeah.
space of loss?
And I like the words that come from me are things like how can you give yourself some grace and compassion, you know,
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
which is what you said to me the other day. How about you give yourself some grace and compassion?
Funny how boomerang words come back around.
And,
Yeah.
but not to, but I just want like what I'm pointing to and saying that is like we're all in this. We're actually all in this together. So
Yeah.
right now we can say, hey, Sarah, how about you offer yourself some love, some grace, some compassion? And it was like, I don't know, a few days ago you saying how, you know? But
Yeah.
I think, but I really want to also just say back again, it's the part where you recognize that there's something missing. There's a loss. There's a sadness around it. It actually has to be infected to something else. Is what we're hearing.
Yeah. Yeah. And like what I hear too, it's like honoring it. Like just by speaking to this loss and
Mm.
saying it and giving it words and saying, you know what, I really love expressing my love in that way. I really love creating that
Yeah.
for my kids. I really love that. It's like, yeah, I don't know, it gives me like, wow, imagine me just sharing that today with people
Mm.
in my life. Like, yeah, this
Yeah.
is what's right there for me as it is today. And like, wow, what a way then. Like it's so a conundrum. Like as soon as then I go there, all of a sudden I'm honoring though, and I start getting in my mind about all the times I did create things and I get to celebrate it. And next thing you know, I'm in a celebration without the
Mm.
celebration. Like I'm
Mm.
just noticing where the whole kind of loop goes, and it's really beautiful. Yeah.
I
These
just
pauses are very rewarding. Like just saying, hey, I did not come to the call with this, and I just am getting so much value. So I'm just so present to the power of pausing and
mm.
being in communication with
Yeah.
another,
Yeah.
and to really look and see what's there for ourselves and be honest and authentic and yeah, and
Mm.
discover
Mm-hmm.
intentional.
Yeah. I love it. I really love it. And I love that the opportunity of a pause is really just to have a moment. What's there, right? And for anybody watching this, the question is, really, we start off with what are you missing out on? Where are you experiencing your loss right now?
Yeah. And like, I'm just so present to the importance of acknowledging that right now.
Thank you.
Like really pausing and acknowledge what are all the things
Mm-hmm.
that you've lost or given up?
Yeah.
Where is there a loss or a less?
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah. Yeah. Without comparing and without like limiting or without judgment, just like giving
Mm-hmm.
yourself permission to just, yeah, say the things that are a loss.
Mm-hmm.
Acknowledge it.
Mm-hmm.
So important.
Yeah. The thing too, sorry, is in the minute you do that, you set everybody free.
Hmm.
You're not putting your expectation on your boys now. You're not putting it
Yeah.
on your
Well, yeah,
partner.
because you
How
can
it's
see
meant to
that.
not be there, right?
Yeah, like like, because before with me, like I was so feeling bad about something
Mm.
that like I'm looking like to keep making it up, and like I'm been probably harassing them to the nth degree of all the different things that they could want, that they're probably like, will you just go away and let me freaking enjoy my birthday? Because there was a way they needed to be so that I could be okay.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like, no, actually they can be how they are, because this is my loss, it's not theirs.
Mm-hmm.
And I was putting that loss on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're amazing.
This is amazing.
Yeah, but you're willing to take a look, right?
Yeah.
That's that's what's so amazing. And it was just in this conversation with you, I'm just always left with your expression of that celebration, right? And like
Hmm.
I'm so curious, like when you've paused and you've had a moment, what you'll create, like how you celebrate you now. No?
Mm.
Not as a fix it though, right? It's
No,
like,
not as a, it's like a space opens up, like something
yeah,
new just kind of arises, like
yeah,
not as a fix, like I don't have to go do anything, and it's just each
no.
moment I'm with this loss and with myself, and like just honoring and putting my arms around myself in a way of like, yeah, how will I honor this today?
Mm.
How will I honor me today? I get to go discover that.
Mm.
And like I hear like part of it's just like I just want to go and just go hug my boys right after this call and just
Mm.
like just thank you for being born and thank you for being part of my life, because they've been such a gift to me. Like they've been
Mm.
such a gift.
Mm. Mm.
And that like just tears me up to get present with them about that.
Mm.
Yes. Good thing I'm wearing dark glasses so you can't see my tears.
That's
Hmm.
incredible though, really, because then actually the thing I'm still hearing it, the thing that I most want is to be present with my family. The thing that takes me away, all those, those experiences that I'm not being aware of. And right there, you created being present.
Yeah. Yeah. Like a lot of these conversations are access to presence, isn't it? Yeah.
It really is. And in that, like being present is the connectedness that's been available rather than a conversation about anything else that's running.
Yeah. It's like inside that, that's where families actually get to thrive, in that presence, in that
Yeah.
connection. That's what
Yeah.
we're about. Yeah. Awesome.
Oh, man.
So the invitation for everyone, like each of us, whether it's grabbing a notepad and a paper, whether it's sitting with a friend with a cup
Mm-hmm.
of tea or over a telephone call, and really maybe just actually imagine an intentional space, imagine an actual intentional call with a friend today,
Mm.
of just saying, hey, you know what? I know you're handling it. I know you're surviving. I know you're strong or whatever. And it's like, and what has been like, where are the losses with this? What
Mm.
is a loss for you? What are you missing? What have you
Mm.
had to give up?
Mm.
And like being able to speak it for yourself and having somebody else getting a space where they can speak that too. And just like,
Mm.
yeah, that does suck. And yeah, how like giving this the space for it to
Mm.
be really, really moving to actually be honest with that, like that with each other.
Mm-hmm. And what it opens up things, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that's the invitation. Grab a piece
Yeah.
of paper, call a friend, and Yeah, acknowledge all of those
Mhm.
spaces where there's something you're giving up, there's somewhere there's a missing, something that there's a loss from, something you're grieving, something you're dealing with. I mean, in communication about it.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Awesome. Anything else that you hear?
Oh, I actually just hear the love of life in this, you know, that we can actually right now love our lives.
Hmm.
I really do. That's what's been running in the background in my head. Like right now, no matter where I'm sitting on a, I can love my life right now. I can hear footsteps around me. I can be, wow, my family's right here, and I can be in this conversation with you and just like love you and like know who your boys are and like, you know.
Yeah, these kind of connected conversations really make a difference.
Mm,
Go have some with your people.
exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
Or and reach out. Like honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. Please reach out. And so Monday to Friday, 12:30 p.m. Pacific time.
Yeah.
Families thrive is the intention. It's the whole conversation inside of families thriving and anything in the way of families thriving. And it's a
Really.
conversation of, families having connection, kids being heard, and parents having power.
Yes.
That's what we're about. 12:30 Pacific time, Monday to Friday. Join us for that pause and conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
See you tomorrow.
Yes. Hey. Bye.